Howdy, howdy, back at it again. This video is going to focus on Alex's knockdowns and Oki, just the stuff you need to really get into the character if you're trying to pick him up. If you like this type of content and want to see more of it, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to grow it. I'd really appreciate your support. If you're curious about my thoughts on Mariza in the new patch, I will leave a link to that video in a title card somewhere. Without further ado, let's get into it. So if you've seen my videos before, you know that I usually like to start with combos from lights and knockdowns from lights. So here, knee smash, which I want to point out actually something very quickly, which is they kept saying standing. This is for standing opponents. No, it's not. This is for grounded opponents. This hits crouch. I thought I was going to have to be like, oh, if they're crouching, I'll have to settle for the... Nope. Just this is working for grounded opponents. Back to our regular scheduled programming. So plus 29... We don't have a ton that is auto-timed here. About the only thing that we have is drive rush into overhead. Plus 7 allows a link into like stand medium punch, and then we can loop it. Or we can go into OD. This is not really great. It will trade with 4-framers if you do it immediately, but you can combo the trade into crouch medium punch. Other options, we have a delayed drive rush, crouch medium kick. Whoopsies. I think this is a decent option here, just because we can't really get close enough with any of our better buttons. So you go like this, and then you kind of get the same reward, link into stand medium punch. Kind of get the same reward as you would off of the other stuff. You cannot really get close enough to do throw or a command grab that's going to beat wake up buttons, which is kind of a shame. But seeing as how you're going to get this off of like anytime you anti-air with this move, I think they didn't want to give it too good of Oki. Something they did give very good Oki to is the OD version of knee smash. So this is the most brain dead Oki in the game maybe. You just dash forward and then you either do power bomb or you push some button. I think the general idea is, oh, we'll push like back medium kick because that's plus 5, and then we'll link into jab, and then we'll go into that, or we'll go into OD again, and that's fine, that works. But I actually think crouch heavy punch here is a really interesting option. So it will trade with wake up buttons, right? But you're plus 10. Okay, so you can combo into crouch medium punch and get a knockdown that actually does a little bit more damage, okay? But if they're like trying to jump your power bomb, this will catch them grounded if you do it immediately. We can get a conversion and actually do quite a bit more damage. So I actually really like crouch heavy punch in that situation. Next knockdown is going to be this medium flash axe. So what's really cool here, plus 39. Now we can drive rush. We can get really close. So we can do drive rush into throw. Pro tip, if you're not sure, don't hold a button here. If you press a button, you'll end the drive rush and you won't get that far. So just don't push any directions. You can run up to them and get a throw. You can also, and this is the option I think you should pick a lot, is drive rush back heavy, medium kick, excuse me, is always plus enough to link into crouch heavy punch and then into whatever combo, drive rush cancel or lariat. Like, it doesn't matter what the route is, but point being, you can always link into that. And then if they block, this is what's really good here. You're always at least plus 5, which means you got to make sure you're pushing back and medium kick at the same time. Otherwise, that's how you get this stop. You cancel the drive rush. But what that means is we can do power bomb on block here. So then if they try to block, or if they try to mash after blocking this, you'll note, boom, our power bomb gets them. If you want to do OD, you have to delay it a little bit. Otherwise, that happens. So you do have to just delay this grab a tiny, tiny bit. But, you know, if you want the extra damage, if it'll kill or something, that's worth doing. So what if they jump then? Well, then we're in that same situation where we hit crouch heavy punch, and guess what? That's going to counter hit them if they mash or trade, right, depending on how advantageous we are. But this is going to be exactly like that situation after the OD knee smash. So we can do something like that. And if they keep blocking, whoopsies, mistiming it, we can do something like that. That's all block strings. So then you can do Prowler stance shenanigans. Or you just cancel into Flash Axe and set up a spacing trap and deal drive gauge damage, and you're hunky-dory, you're back to neutral. Let's play Street Fighter. Okay? Now, from this medium Flash Axe, we can also do this transition into Prowler, right? So this is interesting because if we do dash into button, we're actually a little 2+, like nothing hits. But what you can do here is dash into immediate short hop button, right? So if I do dash short hop heavy kick instantly, and they wake up with a button per se, like it can whiff depending on what I'm doing, or I can counter hit if I'm doing heavy punch, right? And you can kind of get a combo. But then if they block, you can do like a cheeky little power bomb, right? So it's a decent option. The only issue with it is they can DP this short hop. So if they're a character with an anti-air, with a decent anti-air option, you maybe don't want to go for that. If you are looking to do the Prowler stance stuff, this target combo, medium punch, heavy punch, also transitions into Prowler, but this is like the auto-timed stuff, so you just do dash, and then that beats wake-up buttons, right? So jab will beat wake-up buttons now, right? Then we can go into lariat, or we can go into this, or you can go into that, or whatever you want to go into. You know, this, whatever knockdowns you like, doesn't matter. Okay, you can also do dash into throw. I do want to point out that this is a tackable throw. I have him mashing on wake up, that's why he's not attacking it. So this is a tackable throw, so it's not a command grab. DDT is a command grab, but it is not airborne until much later. So there, see, I'm trying to do DDT, and I'm still getting grabbed out of it. If they delay this by at least 6 frames, you can grab their delay tech. But otherwise, you're going to get thrown out of it. And again, that is crouchable, so it's not a great option. So what if they block? Well, if they block, that's +3 and a block string. And it deals almost a bar of drive gauge. And then they just have to guess after they block it. So it's like, oh, wow, by the way, would you like to jump my command grab? Or would you like to get hit by a stand medium punch or back medium kick or whatever? So they just have to make the guess there. It's pretty good. The other thing that you have to think about is, okay, well, what about, that's block? What if they wake up with DP? Because remember, you can't block here, right? So that'll be obviously the jabs. Well, you can charge lariat. That'll armor through. I think people thought this had 1 hit of armor when the game was coming, when they were showing Alex off in trailers and stuff. Nope, seems to have as much armor as he needs it to have, which is insane. You can also do dash into short hop to go over DPs. Now, I've only checked Ken and Ryu, full disclosure, so I don't know that this evades every single reversal in the game. But I think combination between short hop and lariat, you probably will be able to bait DPs. Of course, lariat is going to get smoked by delay tech here, but short hop will punish the crap out of that, right? So you just kind of have to think, okay, what are they doing? What do I want to, risk losing to or beating or whatever? I do think that Prowler stance stuff is going to be pretty strong just because it seems like there's a good rotation of options. Okay, really quick, no Oki off the command grabs, only +15. Dash is -7, doesn't get you anything. It's the same for all versions, including EX. The back turn, power drop, command grab. The regular version, only plus 13. Again, no Oki. However, this is really good. It's plus 33. And I think you just treat this exactly like that medium flash axe. And you just rock with that. Except you can actually get close enough to make them guess command grab and wake up as well. So it's actually a little bit better because you're going to be able to get close. And they're going to just have to guess. So you can do command grab, regular grab, low, mid. And then once they block this, well, guess what? Now you're still in the blender. You got to guess command grab again or crouch heavy punch or whatever. Seems really strong to me. And I think that's going to be the same really Oki as this. It's a little further away, but this is going to be pretty much like the flash axe. You're not going to be able to get into command grab range. But this will be pretty much exactly like medium flash axe. You get close, you do back heavy punch. Woohoo. No problem. Of course, we all kind of knew this from the trailers. Hey, how about we go the stick? How about we do the stick the right way? We all kind of knew this from the CPU matches, rather. This is plus 42. This is, in fact, a safe jump. Anytime he lands that, if he wants to do a safe jump, he can. Seems pretty dang strong. Last but not least, in the corner, Alex is a drive rush throw loop character. As far as I can tell, he cannot dash and then walk up. Maybe on wider characters like Marisa, Honda, Zangief, but certainly not on standard size characters. But he can just do drive rush. Doesn't seem like it's Elena, like it's hard to time. This is super simple. You just drive rush and then throw him. If you're feeling really daring, you can do dash into light power bomb, and that will catch mashing. So, boom, there you have it. Character seems cool. Character seems really good. Stay tuned for, some more videos on this guy. Seems like there's kind of a lot to dive into and digest. If you like this, please, again, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Hopefully it's helpful. As always, have a good time.